Hello and welcome to What's on the Shelf. I'm your host Jen, and I am happy to say that I got some great news today. I made affiliate on Twitch. Woo! So yeah, that's super exciting. I just finished entering all the information and hopefully everything works out and there's no issues, but yes, you can officially now subscribe to our Twitch channel. We've made it, guys, to the first stages or the baby steps of starting to stream weekly, and we're hoping you'll join us on the adventure. So to continue on with what's going on here, tonight is Wednesday, it's Jen's Day. We're going to be doing live unboxings. I'm just quickly double checking some messages as well. We officially have ads now. If you subscribe, you will not have ads going on as you watch the stream. Please do not mind the mess in the background. I'm still working on getting some stuff arranged that will soon be fixed. I'm getting some new stuff this coming weekend to make sure things are going well. I hope everyone's having a good night so far. And yeah, so we're going to get down to unboxing what we've got today. So because I figured it was an exciting and new time, I'd break out some stuff that I've been sitting on for a while, and I haven't gotten to play yet because it hasn't been opened. So we're going to get down to opening up some Ravensburger games. There's a lot of controversy on how that name is pronounced, so I am sorry if I'm mispronouncing that name. So far, to my knowledge, it is Ravensburger. If I'm incorrect, people can tell me in the chat or flag me later on Instagram or Facebook, YouTube, whatever you want to do. So yeah, let's get down to it. So we've got quite a few. I've got 6 games. There are 4 of them that are standalone expansions. We have Villainous. The Evil Comes Prepared. In this box, you get Ratigard, Scar, and Zuma. I believe one is from... Oh, I'm trying to remember where he's from. That's going to drive me nuts. If someone can look up who Ratigam is, I think I want to say Nutcracker? Or Black Cauldron? Something along those lines. Then we've got, of course, Scar, who is the main person on the box, who is from The Lion King. And then you have Emperor Gru's bad guy, or bad woman, evil villainess. Next, we have... Oh, it's a little scuffed. They were in storage until recently. This one I'm really interested in trying out. So this is another standalone expansion for Villainous. It is the Perfectly Wretched, excuse me. And this one comes with Pete from the classic Disney shorts. You've got Mother Gothel and Cruella de Vil. Now, the cool thing with Villainous is that each character has their own win goals. Everyone plays differently. So you could play this game a trillion different times and never have the same villain or combination of villains, depending on how many expansions you have. The original box or the original game, came with the base 6, the big ones. So this one is Wicked to the Core. This has the Evil Queen from Snow White, the Voodoo Man from Princess and the Frog, or Frog Princess. And then you have Hades from Hercules. Next, which I believe was the latest addition to the Villainous series, other than the Marvel stuff, which I have not purchased yet, but it is on my wish list, is Despicable Plot, which you have Lady Terramere, which is the evil stepmother in Snow White, Gaston, from, Beauty and the Beast, and Horned King, that's the one from the Black Cauldron. So, again, these are expand-alones, so they can be played by themselves for 2 to 3 players, or you can mix them with the core box, so they have everything in them. Next, because I'm a huge fan of both of these franchises, I couldn't take up the opportunity of not getting these. And I'm just going to fix something real quick, because I see that one of my cameras is having issues. Oh no! Of course you would decide to not work tonight, camera. Let's see if I can get this working again. Okay, give me a moment, guys. My camera that usually does my table is having an issue. Let's just unplug it and replug it in. Let's see if we can fix that issue. Yay, technical problems while streaming. I might have to change my cameras around. Alright, that one's fine. I am not sure what's going on with that camera. Let me see if it's another connection issue. Welcome to doing tech support while streaming. Alright, we're gonna have to fix this one. Ah, there we go. Is it working? Haha! Genius! I love how some things just need a little extra push. So these are the 2 franchises I'm a huge fan of. So you've got Back to the Future, Dice Through Time, and then you also have the adventure book game, which is very fitting for The Princess Bride. So both of these are ones that I'm very interested in playing. They look really good. I did get a little bit of a preview of Dice Through Time because I got into a chat with the creators of the game. Now this was probably like 6-7 months ago, maybe longer, when I was actually having time to do stuff. So yeah, again, today's our first stream as affiliates. It's super exciting. I got the email this morning at work and I kind of yeet at work being like, yoo-hoo! So yeah, I think we're going to get down to starting with the standalone games themselves for the start, and then we'll move on to Villainous. Since Villainous is very repetitive, it's going to be the same different cards and stuff like that. This will be more unique. So we'll start with the one we have right here, which is the adventure book game Princess Bride. So this is good for ages 10 and up, plays 1 to 4 players, and it plays 15 minutes per character. So it does have a fairly fast turnaround time. Now, I'm just gonna refocus my camera because we're having some focusing issues. There we go. So let's see how we're opening this up. So one thing I will say about Ravensburger is I do not like the fact that they tape their boxes. I mean, yes, it saves a little bit on the environment, but it drives me nuts because there's always a residue after, and I never want to rip my box if possible. So there we go. There's one. I'm gonna have to find my bag of stuff to put that in. And there's one for each side of the box. Giants, Monsters, Chases. That's what it says on the box. So give me one sec here. I'm just trying to adjust my sound so I can see notifications. So I hope everyone is having a good night. And I will try and keep an eye on my cameras and make sure we don't have any technical issues. Oh no, it took out some of the gold. Alright, there we go. If this does not have a card that says inconceivable on it, I will be very upset. Because there has to be that in this game. Escapes, true love, and miracles. So the back of the box says, climb the cliffs of insanity, brave the fiery flame swamp, and help Buttercup, Wesley, Physics, and Inigo survive the dastardous of Prince Humperdinck, Count Rugard, and I always pronounce their names wrong. I will be quite blunt. I am dyslexic, and it is a battle every day to pronunciate things properly. But that's okay. Alright, so here we go. Hiya. Alright, so it does have a 1 on it. So they may be making more of these. I haven't heard any information on it. Now, again, the one thing I don't like about those stickers that they use instead of plastic is it does leave a residue. But we'll see what the insides looks like. Ooh. So we're going to pop that over there. So we have the rule book. Doesn't look too long. It's about 7 pages long, 8 pages long in total. Next, we've got the book itself. Oh, so it's really cute. It's an entire thing that just opens up, and that's your scenario. So you've got different chapters. The Cliffs of Insanity. The Fire Swamp. It takes a miracle. And then chapter 6, have fun storming the castle. That's really cool. Oh, the end. So again, that's the board for the game. So you have 6 chapters in total with challenges, it looks like, on each section. And it'll give you more information as you play. So very nifty there. Next, let's just pull up the box again here. So in the box, we do have some figurines. We have tokens that are already popped out, so that doesn't take up space. We've got some large cards here, reference cards. And we've got, I'm assuming this is some kind of combat cards. So let's just pop this back over here. Let's see. I'm gonna just turn down the light a little bit. There we go. So they've got their names and everything too. Oh no! He's a little lopsided. I'll have to get some warm water and try to get him to bend a little properly. Oh. Yeah, some of the figurines definitely need a little bit of love. They're a little crooked. And it's odd because there's nothing in the box that was holding them down. So I don't know if this was in production or what. So each character has their name written on them. Just to give you a little bit of a better view, I'm going to take off my manual focus for the moment and see if I can get a better view here. I said off with manual focus. Off with manual focus. So let's see. It's trying to capture. Alright, that's not working. There you go. You get a little bit of a better view there. So you've got miniatures for all the characters. Buttercup, Wesley. Wesley's the black one. The Count. Aww. I am happy to have a figurine of Henri the Giant as part of my collection. Just to, don't know if this will give you a better view, not really. I'm gonna just really quickly fix my focus here because it's gonna annoy me. There we go. There we go. So I am very happy to have a lovely Henri the Giant figurine. So these were in a bag. They were separated from everything else. There wasn't anything holding them down either. I don't know if I would paint these ones in particular. There's enough detail to them, but I think they seem fine on their own already. So they were just in the box right there. So next we've got reference cards. So move a single character 1 to 2 spaces or 2 characters 1 space. Storytelling in any order. So there's 4 reference cards to give you information on what's going on in the game or how the game is played in order. Then we've got, let's see here, Grandpa and then Grandson. So this is like a replay token. So I guess if you're trying to do something and something fails, you can try and redo it. There are a bunch of tokens. We've got hazards, fire pits, death. Oh, death. You got a mask, you got locks, you got some seals, you got some ships, some like different little surprises. I'm assuming each scenario will have their own setup with this as well. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see, let's go. Alright, so that's all the figurines and the reference, the replay token. And this was good for 1 to 2 players, so you could technically play this game on your own. Alright, so does this have a rip tie? It does have a lovely rip tie for us to open this up with. Again, minimal plastic in this. Things are already popped up. Minimal of recycling as well. Like, this is the first real plastic that I've had to throw out other than the stickers. So, let's see what we've got here for cards. So, there are 2 types of cards, it looks like. There's the storybook, which gives you certain numbers. I'm not quite sure what the numbers will do for you, but you get to do different things with the grandpa, and there's quotes. And then with this here, courage, revenge, intrigue, love, adventure. Oh, so these probably have to do, these have to do with different things as well. So there's as you wish as a card. There's a nice MLT. Just trying to see if there's anyone. Everybody move. You may move each character 1 space. Let's see what else. There's Sir. There's a terrible rush. I hope we win. Let's see. There is an inconceivable card. I am a happy camper now. Skip to the end. These are really memorable quotes as well. Do you see that one there? Let me just pull these up a bit. You have the wild card. And that's all the cards in the game, other than the courage cards and the different like cards here. But super cute. Love the references. Love the artwork. Like, the person who did the drawings for this, A for amazing. But yeah, I cannot wait to get this on the table and try it, because it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I will not lie, I have several games based off of Princess Bride at this point. I have like a bluff game, I have this game, I have like a Cards Against Humanity-esque type game. I just really love that movie. It has a lot of sentimental value to me as both a kid and as an adult. Yeah. Many moons ago when I was still married, my first marriage, our best man said the true love speech bit. So, very fun. So again, this is the Princess Bride adventure book game. Good for ages 10 and up, plays 1 to 4 players, and plays in about 15 minutes per character. So depending on the scenario will depend on how much time it'll take to play one thing. So this again is a Ravensburger game. And next we will head over to Back to the Future, Dice Through Time. There we go. Just adjust stuff a little bit here. So this is a 2 to 4 player game, good for ages 10 and up. Does it have a time frame written on the box? It does not have a time frame on the box. Guess it depends if you count time while you're playing with a DeLorean. Again, opening the box, we've got those like tapes. The stickers. So Great Scott, Biff stole the DeLorean and went on a joyride through time, disrupting events and scattering items throughout space and time. Now it's up to you to help the Doc and Marty repair the space-time continuum before time paradoxes unreveal the very fabric of the universe. Jump in your time machine, complete the event, return items, and help restore the temporal order. Again, looked really cool. A friend of mine worked on this as well. An acquaintance worked on this as well, and I got to talk to them about it. I believe this came out 2-ish years ago at this point. Yes, 2 years. Ouch. Pandemic times. Because I remember I had talked about this or I had seen stuff about this at Gen Con in 2020. It was one of the big titles coming up. Again, Gen Con. I hope I can make it to it this year, but we'll see. I've got a lot going on in my life. I've got a lot of stuff I'm hoping to get done. It's going to be an interesting year. Definitely lots going on. So, we're going to get this done. We're going to pop this open too. Alright, come on, sticky stuff. Again, I hate that it leaves a film on the box, but it's okay, it happens. I can get rid of that with like Glue Be Gone, or just over time it will eventually fade. So that's everything there. Just to give you a preview of the box at the back. So let's get down to it. So, slips out fairly quickly. So there is a note. Doc E. Brown Enterprises 24-hour scientific service. Dear Marty and Mr. Brown, I'm writing to you from the future. As you know, on October 26, 1985, I successfully performed a temporal experiment using the time machine built from the DeLorean. It was stolen in 2015 by Buff, who planned to use the time machine for personal gain with no regards for the integrity of the space-time continuum. Marty and I recovered the time machine, but Buff did much more damage than we could possibly imagine. He disrupted key events in our past and misplaced important items, not only in the wrong place, but in the wrong time. The very fabric of time is unrevealing faster than Marty and I can correct it. We need your assistance. Please take your time machine and help us restore temporal balance, both by ensuring certain events occur and restoring items to their proper place in time. Watch out for other tyrants, and most importantly, do not interact with your other selves. We don't want to create a time paradox which could destroy the entire universe. Now activate the time circuit, make sure the flex capacitor is flexing, and accelerate to 88 miles per hour. The future is in your hands, your friend in time, Doc Brown. That's really cool. That's written on like the board itself. It's like the introduction to the thing. That's super cool. All right, so let's pop this open. So again, minimal plastic, which again, we're saving the environment. Less plastic, the better. Ow. I really need to get a little couteau, a small knife, for when I do board game unblocking. There we go. And it's physically part of the board. So let's get this open. Aha. So there we go. So this is the board. It's not too big. It's quite interesting. So you have 1885, 1955, 1985, and 2015. I have to note that it's very interesting now that we've passed the time of the DeLorean and like what was the future. I want a time machine. I want the flying stuff. So again, looks like it's a card base with dice. Looks very interesting. So that's the board. We're gonna pop that over here. Next we have the manual. It looks very, very interesting. So we've got different things. Definitions. So it's about, 8 pages long in total. Then we've got a small board here to pop up things. Let's see. Oh, okay, so there's a Biff of each era as well that we have to be careful of. He might not have been called Biff in the other eras, but he's there. Okay, so there's 2 boards in this. I wonder how everything's going to fit in here afterwards. So I'm just going to scoot this here and pop this stuff out here. So we've got timepiece, like the clock. Got stuff to pop up here. Then we've got the Biffs. Everything pops out fairly nicely. There's no difficulties popping anything else. So that's everything in that sheet. And then this one we've got a license plate for the DeLorean. We've got what looks like to be the steering wheel. And these look like dog tokens. They must be like aids to help us, because on the other side there's stuff there. There's different symbols, speed, stuff like that. So again, we'll have to read the rules completely and see how that goes. There we go. Again, all of that completely done. So next, standees. We've got, this is another cardboard, but it's the, I think these are the player boards for each era. Like a, I always have trouble with this. Do I still have my knife in here? No, I don't, but it's okay. I got rid of the plastic. So let's see what we've got going on here. There we go. And that's everything there. So we've got start clock tower, start clock tower, start clock tower, start clock tower. And it's really cool because they have like the different outfits from the different eras that they were in as well noted. And also, you know, the different characters that were there as well. So play order, draw and place event cards, roll dice, perform action, advance out of time marker, add paradox token, pass player's failure token. Okay. So it looks like everyone's got the same actions. There's nothing special. There's items to return listed at the bottom as well with all the indications. So that's all that there. We've got cool little plastic DeLoreans for each time frame. There's 4 of them. There's a pink one, a blue one, a yellow one, and an orange one. They have their nice little spot in the box right there. We've got standees for these guys, which I'm not going to put in. We've got the dice, which are the important part. We'll roll those in a moment. And then we have the Advent deck. So a little rip tie there. Pop that over there. To the pile. So I'm pretty sure we'll have different time decks. So these are items. There's a little bit of discoloration on the cards just right out of the box. That's a little sad. It must have been a print issue, but it happens. So we've got, let's see. So there's time items from 2015. There's quite a lot. There's items from 1985. I'm very fond of 1985. It was the year I was born. It was a good time. It was a very good time. Hello, Cosmo. I'm still a silent watcher. I'm a ghost. Woo. Hello, Cosmo. I hope you are enjoying the silent stream. So we've got items from 1985, items from 1955, and then items from 1885. And then I believe this is the event deck, which all have the same back. And then each card has a time, a place, things, consequences. We won't go through all of them because we want to leave this a surprise while we are playing this as well. But it's all there. So just again to give you a little bit of sneak peek. There's a bunch of different things you can see. So we'll leave all of that in that section there. I think this can go here. We'll put all the little tokens here as well. Oh, okay, so this isn't just the license plates, it's the out of time token for the board. Oh, don't run away, doggo. Alright. Let's see. Let go. Plastic. I am slightly magnetized or shocking at the moment. There we go. Some extra things there. We've got that's going to fit just nicely there. And now the important dice. How do they roll? Don't make me grab a proton pack. Yes, don't make Beach get a proton pack. Alright, so one of the most important parts of a game is how do the dice roll? Oh, they're nice and chunky. Oh, they feel good rolling these dice. Like, I'm assuming each era has their time or their dice or how they would work, but I am impressed with the dice. It looks like it's embroidered into the dice a bit. I'm not sure what to call the process. I'm horrible at naming the processes, but it's something I will work on. But no, do they roll? Yes, they do. They are nice and chunky. I would be very, very happy to roll these dice in this game. So yeah, that's everything inside the box. Fits nicely. And we've got the additional stuff here, which will help keep that stuff down there. Oh, I did have a Ziploc bag for the dice. You can keep that all together there so they don't go flying. You don't need flying dice. There we go. All right, so that's done. Put that back in there. Put this in here. And then we've got the rule book and the lovely board. And everything fits nicely back into the box. Comes. Ta-da! So again, this is Dice Through Time, Back to the Future. It is a co-op game where you're essentially trying to fix the errors that Buff has decided to throw around. Hello, Alex! Welcome to the stream. I'm unboxing stuff for our gaming event later in April. because this will be all stuff that I throw at the table. I'm still not sure if I should make chicken wings for that event. Okay, so we're going to quickly look at BBG because I am unsure which one came out first for this next bit. So give me a moment to check on that real quick. Let's take a look at BBG. BBG will have my answers. So, Villainous. So, Disney Villainous originally came out in 2018, just as a small little attaché. So it's been around for 4 years already. Lovely. I know that there is a Marvel version of it, which is the Marvel Villainous Infinity Power. So if I'm going in chronological order here, we should do Wicked to the Core first, because that came out in 2019. Then Evil Comes Prepared, Perfectly Wicked, and then Despicable Plots. So let's head on over and start that up. So, what was the order I just said? Wicked to the Core first. So again, these are boxes that you can purchase to add characters to your game or play as a standalone. Let me just adjust that like this. And we'll just have a little bit of fun, and we're gonna change our little thing so it's a little bit bigger. And we can go this side. So Wicked to the Core. In this box we have 3 new villains to add. You have Hercules, the Voodoo Man, and the Evil Queen. Again, with Ravensburger boxes, we have these lovely... A wild Alex appeared. We have these little sticker label thingies, which again, I hate opening because they leave a residue on the boxes if you are not careful with them. There we go. That's 1, and there's always 4. So again, this is a standalone expansion. You can purchase this and play a 2 to 3 player game, or you can add it to your expansion or your base game. The base game does come with 6 villains already. I'm trying to remember right off the top of my head which ones it came with. Actually, I can double check that at the same time as us doing this. So you had... You had Captain Hook, you had Maleficent, you had the Queen of Hearts, Prince, the Prince from Robin Hood, you had Jafar and Ursula in the original ones. Just as a little FYI. BBG is a good source for all your board gaming needs if you need to look up information. There's a lot of people that have reviews. What's on the Shelf will be finally starting to upload stuff to there as well, of reviews and unboxings and stuff like that. But that will probably be coming in the months to come, as I am currently working on a bunch of projects, and hopefully they will all come to fruition at about the same time or close to. So that's our 3rd sticker thingy off. I highly suggest, if you are purchasing this game, that you buy sleeves for it. The original base game, I found that the card quality was lacking and needed a little bit more stability, especially with the way that the cards are played with in this. There we go. We got the last one done. So, hiya. Wicked to the Core, again, has the Hades, the Voodoo Man, and the Evil Queen. instructions for how to play. Pretty straightforward. It is pretty lengthy, but it is the size of the box, so they did trim it down. So you're essentially getting one full page versus like 2 back-to-back. So it gives you all your options. How was vacation? To my knowledge, it was good. Alex's vacation was had gone well. Alright, so this is about 20 pages long. And then the one thing that is amazing is the figurines, the 3D printed representations of the villains. So this is the Voodoo Man. And then you have the Evil Queen. They almost look like chess pieces. And then, of course, you have Hades. And they're not tiny, they're chunky. And then inside we have references, their player boards, and their cards. So let's see what we've got in here. It was just a blessing to sleep. I feel that so much, Alex. You have no idea. Beach can confirm that I was napping a lot while I was on vacation. It was a much needed rest. Alright, so this is the Evil Queen's board. So it's got different locations. We've got the laboratory, the woods, the mind, and the dwarf's cottage. And then I got friends on the other side. So you've got the Voodoo Emporium, the Parade, Tina's Place, and the Bayou. And then for Hades, everyone's got a weakness. You've got the Underworld, Thebes, the Gardens, and Mount Olympus as locations. And then in this little bag, you have references to how to play these particular characters because each character has their own win objective. There's also reference cards as well. So I won't spoil what their goals are because that's always fun to learn while you're playing. Same thing, I will not open these cards up because I want to leave them as a surprise as we play, but you see that each character has a good chunk of cards and we'll have references to their stuff. So Hades was here, the Queen was here, and the Voodoo Man was here. Again, highly suggest getting sleeves for the cards just because I found that they needed an extra little oomph to them. And that's everything in this box. So, wicked to the core. Next, we have Be Prepared was the next one. And now I have the song stuck in my head. So, just to confirm that that's what it was. Yes, Evil Comes Prepared was the next one. And in this box, we have Ratagard, Scar, and Uma. I believe the Z is silent. So we've got the Nutcracker, the Lion King, and Emperor's New Groove are the movies that these villains are from. Let's see here. Come on, Lego. This is another one I definitely want to get more on the table because I have all the expansions. Whoop, there we go. And one last one to open this up. I wonder if they will make a big box for Villainous, just so you can have everything in one place, but I'm not sure how they would do that. Huh, that was something I noticed in the first box we didn't have. I'll have to double check in this box. Here we go, let go. So again, same manual, probably with different information because it's different heroes, but about 20 pages long. The miniatures, so ooh, needs a little bit of cleaning, but that's the Rat Guard. You've got Scar. It's really cool looking. And you've got Uma. Oh, it's so fragile looking, but so deadly. So we've got cards underneath, reference cards. Did we have tokens? Yes, we do have a small bag of tokens. So that's everything in here. Let's pop this open just so we can take a look at what the boards look like what locations there are. They go. Even if they do, how long do you think it would be? 1 year, maybe 2 years after release? What are we talking about? What release are we talking about? Oh, the container. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what ends up with that container that's stuck. So this is Scar's player board. So we've got Pride Rock, the Sahara, Elephant Graveyard, and the Grove. Or the Gorge? Yeah, the Gorge. And again, each player plays differently. Long Live the King was the quote on that one. This one is, oh, this wicked. So oh, this is wicked. So delightfully wicked. And again, the Secret Lair, the Toy Shop, Big Ben, and Buckingham Palace. This is a movie I don't have. Oh, the Villainous Big Box. Yeah. It could take years. Then we have Our Moment of Triumph Approaches. And we've got the Palace, the House, the Jungle, and the Meat Hut. So that's everything in this box. We're just gonna lay everything back in real quick. Ooh. Want to make sure she lays in properly because she's fragile looking. So again, 3 new characters to add to your Villainous or play standalone. Next on the list, let's see. We have Perfectly Wicked is the next one, which is the red box. So this one has Cruella de Vil, Mother Gothel, and Pete, which is a classic villain of the Disney universe. He does become a good guy at one point and redeems himself. But this is the classic black and white Mickey Mouse. Tugboat Willie, I believe, is the one he's from. Aha, I'm starting to get better at finding an edge to grab. Go. I'm going to have all these stickers and then suddenly I'm going to have to try and find them later to try and throw them out. Alright, here we go. Let's go, let's go. Hiya, that is completed. So, Perfectly Wicked is the box we're opening now. We've got the rules. Again, similar layouts. Tells you about the particular ones that you're playing with in this set. Ooh. So, I'm assuming... Huh. Oh, that's Tugboat Pete. You've got Cruella de Vil. Hers is interesting looking, just because it's two colored and not one. I wonder if they glued it, or because it looks like it's glued. It doesn't look like it's 3D printed into two pieces, like into one solid piece. And then you've got Mother Gothel with the flower from Rapunzel. Oh, I froze. Thank you for telling me that. Let me double check here what's going on. I gotta love technology. There we go. I'm back. Very fun freeze though. And this is why I need more technical help when it comes to stream, because I can't see what I'm streaming sometimes. So, we've got the character boards here. Let's pop these open. I will say that Cruella de Vil looks very, very happy in her picture, which throws me off drastically. Like, I haven't seen the new Cruella de Vil movie that's on Disney, the live action, where it's like her origin stories. I have not seen that. It's on my list of things to watch eventually from Disney Plus. There we go. All right. Hiya. Hiya. Okay. So, and like I said, Cruella de Vil looks way too happy in her character picture. I'll get even, just you wait, you'll be sorry, is her catchphrase on this. So you've got the house, the countryside, milk farm, and Hell Hall. Next, we have Mother Gothel. You want me to be the bad guy? Fine, I'll be the bad guy. So you've got Rapunzel's tower, the snuggle duckling, the forest, and the city from Rapunzel. And then you've got I'm gonna knock you right into next week. And this has the Frontier Town, service station, the airport, and Padunk Landing. And of course, it's all in black and white. It looks really cool. And again, we have character reference cards. We have additional cards, it seems. There might have been some errors. Or maybe there's one particular thing with Rapunzel's schematics of her playthrough. We've got tokens at the bottom too. And that's everything in the box. So let's pop all this stuff back in. I don't want to reveal the cards because I want to be surprised as much as my players as they are playing this. So we'll add these back in here. Not sure if that's scratching from print or just wear and tear. There we go. So that is the Perfectly Wicked expansion standalone. And we're on to our last box of this week's unboxing. And it is the Despicable Plots. We've got the stepmother from Cinderella. We've got Gaston and the Horned King in this one. I hope you guys are relaxing to the chilling music. There we go. We're going to get these stupid plastic things off. There we go. Don't get stuck to my lovely playmat. Last one to come off. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Yeah. So, last box for this evening. The Despicable Plots has 3 more characters. So in the box you have the rule book. You have the figurines. So I'm assuming this is Gaston because it's big and buff. Yeah, and it looks like just a, a trophy piece. You have these Wicked Stepmother, which, like, I'll be honest, it's definitely her hair, but they could have done something a little different. I will leave that up to... Huh? Oh, okay, the music's too low. Hold on a second, I can up that a bit. There we go. I'm trying to make sure you hear me while the game, or as I'm talking. I've been having issues with YouTube as well, where there's a lot of copyright infringements, even though this is copyright-free music. So I try to keep it lower. So yes, the stepmother's piece is an interesting shape. I will give it that. I get it. It's supposed to be like a representation of her hair, but yeah. And then the horn god figurine is gorgeous. Like, look at the details. Like, that... I'm gonna say that this, out of the ones that we've unboxed today, is probably my favorite one out of them so far. I really liked Ursula's from the original box, but out of the new ones that we opened up, definitely the Horn King's one is the one that stands out the most to me. From the Black Cauldron. Now, I'm trying to think of any other Disney games that they haven't currently done a villainess for at this point. Because... Streaming a lot with Lo-Fi Girl channel. Pretty loud and never had problems. Yeah, but are you posting to YouTube afterwards for archive purposes, Alex? Because I am. So I don't know if that might be something else that I'm doing different than you, but we'll discuss tomorrow, I guess. Alright, so we've got Gaston, and don't I deserve the best, is the catchphrase. And we've got Belle's house, the tavern, the woods, the Beast's castle as the locations. I should, but no. Alex. So the above all self-control is the quote from the stepmother from Cinderella. So we have Cinderella's room, the music room, the castle, and the ballroom as locations. And then the last one is the Horn God. Arise, my messengers of death, our time has arrived. That's not a heavy quote or not. And we've got different locations from the Black Cauldron, Mordver, Fair Folk Kingdom, Dungeons, and the Throne Room. This is another movie I haven't seen in quite a while, and I definitely need to rewatch. Yeah, no, YouTube has strict copyright policies. You should. True. Yes, but the thing is copyright free, again, there's a whole bunch of different things you can do with it. Again, I will be looking into it more and more as the months come on, because I'm looking at hiring my own musician at this point for my channel to do certain tracks for me, like hour-long tracks of just chill music and stuff like that. So, in the bag, we also have reference cards and stuff. Each character has their own little thing here. There's additional tokens at the bottom. And that's everything in this box. Like, I was streaming, what was it? Chrono Trigger. I was streaming Chrono Trigger on Twitch. Had no problem. And then I got flagged for copyright music from the game itself. So I was really confused about it. Like, they ended up, not muting it, but, like, lowering the sound. And that's just weird to me. It's just very weird. I think I'll stick to streaming on Twitch and archive to YouTube afterwards, depending if I'm doing content for myself or for other channels. Because I do have some collab stuff coming up, hopefully in the near future. So, that's everything in the box. Again, my most impressed reference figurine would probably be the Horn King, because it's right on point. So that is the last expansion for this. For the Villainous Disney Edition, not Marvel, that is coming soon. And I know for Marvel, they already had an expansion with Loki in it. So thanks so much for joining, guys. I hope you enjoyed your hour adventure with us. Sorry, we got off to a little bit of a rocky start as my my Streamlabs decided to not want to cooperate this evening for some reason. Yeah, I know, but I have no patience to do post-editing and stuff, and I prefer to be a little streamer on Twitch. Have a nice evening, all. Yes, have a nice evening, Alex. We'll see you tomorrow. Everyone have a great night, and we'll catch you next time at the table. Bye, all.